Lockdowns in nearly 125 countries, the worst stock market crash since the Great Recession, and over 400,000 deaths. How will this dark chapter of our history end? To answer that, we need to go back to the beginning. Scientists think SARS-CoV-2, the virus responsible for COVID-19, began within bats. This bat virus probably spread to pangolins. There was a problem, however, because these pangolin cells were already infected by another coronavirus strain. The bat virus and the pangolin virus underwent viral recombination. Wait, what? Viral recombination is when viruses swap chunks of their genetic material, like this. The recombined virus had the tools needed to bind to and attack human cells. But wait, there's a second way pandemics can start: random mutation. When a virus makes copies of its genetic material, sometimes it makes a mistake, and the proteins of the virus change, allowing it to easily infect humans. But what happens once a person is infected? In COVID patients, the virus enters the lungs and binds to cells called type 2 pneumocytes. As the virus multiplies, it destroys the pneumocytes. This causes an internal alarm to go off, and our immune cells, the body's army, begin secreting chemicals called cytokines. Cytokines wake up immune cells throughout the rest of the body and lead them to the virus. To help these immune cells quickly reach the virus, they create tiny spaces within the walls of our blood vessels. Like doors, these spaces act as passages for immune cells to flow through to attack the virus. When the new recruits reach the virus, they too release cytokines to alert even more immune cells. Normally, this process is tightly regulated to prevent excess cytokine release. In severe COVID patients, however, the regulation process fails, and the immune cells get a bit too excited. They release so many cytokines that there's a cytokine storm. The spaces in the blood vessels get bigger and bigger until fluid leaks out of them and fills the lungs, causing pneumonia. Since a cytokine storm appears to cause most COVID complications, preventing it seems like a logical first step in treatment. This is exactly what some experimental drugs do. But even then, there is no guarantee that the patient will survive. The only surefire way to prevent these deaths is to ensure that people never get the disease in the first place, and that means developing a vaccine. Vaccines are like wanted posters for a virus. They train our immune cells to spot the virus using a weakened or dead version of it. Then, when the actual virus infects our body, our immune cells quickly identify it and kill it. But this pandemic will not end when a vaccine is created, or when the last case is cured. It will only end when our fear disappears. And this will happen when we seek knowledge about the origins, the infectious processes, and the treatment of this virus. Knowledge is the antidote to fear.